Hi, folks. I'm Johnny Gilbert. Tournament of Champions. One player. From the Sony Pictures Studios, this is Jeopardy!
Hi, and welcome to Jeopardy's Tournament of Champions. You know, only the very best players are invited to participate in our tournament. So congratulations to each of you. Let's get started. Here are the categories for the Jeopardy round.
It's ITZ. Celebs. World History. Prison Names. Hot Wheels. And completing the board, our final category is They Almost Starred in.
Your choice, player one.
Many drivers, Scott Wolf and Leanne Rimes, are among celebrities who've confessed to doing this in the shower.
Player one. Right you are.
This speed star was born in Lebanon to an English mother and a Chinese-Hawaiian father.
Player one. Well done, yes.
On October 14, 1947, this Chuck flew a Bell X-1 aircraft 662 miles per hour.
Player one. That's right.
She's the first U.S. Secretary of State to be inducted into the Women's Hall of Fame.
Player one. Yes.
This Flying Circus's John Cleese and Michael Palin revived their Dead Parrot sketch on Saturday Night Live.
Player one. Right you are.
In 1964, this British movie spy was driving an Aston Martin DB5. In 1995, a BMW Z3.
Player one. Yes.
It promotes its wide track Grand Prix as wider is better.
Player one. Oh, regrettably, no. Player three? That's it. Okay, player three.
It's. For 100, please.
In this football play, linebackers rush a quarterback to sack him.
Player one. Exactly. Player one, what'll it be?
In a song title, we're putting on this.
Player one. Definitely.
Skiers who fall on their derrieres leave this German mark in the snow.
Player 3? Right you are. If you would, Player 3?
I'll try They Almost Starred In for 100, Alex.
This actor, seen here, was offered the role of Frankenstein's monster before Boris Karloff.
Player 1. Definitely. Player 1?
Anne Bancroft turned down the role of Nurse Ratched in this film. Louise Fletcher must be grateful.
Player 1. Yes, indeed.
Director George Stevens considered starring Grace Kelly in this 1956 film based on an Edna Ferber novel.
Player 1? Exactly.
The role of Joe Buck in this film made Jon Voight a star, but it was originally meant for Michael Sarrazin.
Player 2. Definitely. It's your turn, Player 2.
World history for 100.
In 1934 and 1935, this Chinese communist leader led the Red Army on the Long March.
Player 1. You're correct. Player 1, your turn.
In 1826, this European low country established its first tea plantations on Java.
Player 1. Exactly.
Before the Battle of Trafalgar, he told his fleet, "England expects every man will do his duty."
Player 1. Yes.
Stephen I, the son of a Magyar prince, became king of this country in 1000 AD.
Player 1. Exactly.
In 1920, the League of Nations gave this country a mandate to administer the territory of Namibia.
Player 1. Yes, indeed.
North American country in which Toyota builds most of its Camrys.
Player 1. Definitely.
In the same class are the Ford Contour SVT, the Saab 900S, and this company's Jetta GLX.
Player 1. Well done, yes. Answer, the Daily Double. Player 1, please make your wager.
The 1997 Boxster was the first new sports car from this 911 maker in 19 years.
Player 1. Yes.
John F. Kennedy's middle name.
Player 1. Well done. Yes.
Synonymous with metal or snoop, this Yiddish word means to offer unsolicited advice.
Player 1. Right you are.
Liam Neeson might have seized the day in this 1989 film, but Robin Williams starred instead.
Player 1. That's right.
Perhaps the nickname The Rock for this prison came from the composition of the island.
Player 1. That's it.
John Belushi's alter ego, Joliet Jake Blues, served time in this state's Joliet Penitentiary.
Player 1. Right you are.
The New York prison in Ossining has this sing-song name.
Player 1. Yes.
A U.S. Army colonel left this name on a Kansas fort, the town near it, and the prison there.
Player 1. That's right.
And the final answer of the round.
American POWs called North Vietnam's Hoa Lo prison this Hilton.
Player 1. Well done. Yes. Let's take a look and see how everyone's doing after the Jeopardy round.
Big lead. Player 1, well done. You're not far off the pace, Player 3. Player 2, you're in last place, but you do get to start things off first in Double Jeopardy.
Let's move on to Double Jeopardy. There are 2 daily doubles awaiting you on this board. Let's get started. Let's get to the categories for Double Jeopardy.
Televised history, TV and film, this and that, really long rivers, before and after. And just to finish things off, pop icons.
Player 2.
Really long rivers? For 200?
Cruising down the South American River in 1542, Francisco de Orellana was attacked by female warriors, thus its name.
Player 1. Definitely. Your choice, Player 1.
Ptolemy guessed the area of the source of this African river almost 2,000 years before it was found.
Player 1.
Yes.
This Chinese river is really long, since its alternate name, Changjiang, means long river.
Player 1. You got it.
During high water, this river was once navigable from Fort Benton, Montana to St. Louis.
Player 1.
Right you are.
At Con Falls on the Cambodia-Laos border, this river is 6.5 miles wide.
Player 1.
Exactly.
A. Milne boy who stole from the rich to give to the poor.
Player 1.
Yes, indeed.
Popular sax-playing war action figure.
Player 1. Exactly.
Instructor's favorite West End girls group.
Player 1.
Definitely.
Exclamation point who played Luke Skywalker.
Player 1. That's it.
Dogpatch resident who claims to have invented baseball.
Player 1.
Definitely.
In 1988, this superstar released his autobiography, Moonwalk.
Player 1. Yes.
Known as the Velvet Fog, he wrote the 1970 account of Judy Garland's life, The Other Side of the Rainbow.
Player 1.
Good answer, but sorry, that's wrong.
Player 3.
That's it. Player 3, it's your turn.
This and that. For 200, please, Alex.
The virus that causes this barnyard kids disease can cause shingles in later life.
Player 1.
Right you are. Player 1, what'll it be?
This law says if anything can go wrong, it will.
Player 1.
You got it.
As a noun, it's the person who is in charge of the money. As a verb, it means to dismiss from service.
Player 1.
That's it.
Appropriately, you take this form of spoken exam to complete the Mayo Clinic's orthodontics residency program.
Player 1.
You got it.
Many Japanese throw Shinto weddings, but have funerals in this religion that includes reincarnation.
Player 1. That's it.
This singer was named Canada's Country Female Vocalist of the Year from 1979 to 1986.
Player one. That's right.
She co-starred as Auntie Entity in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
Player one.
Right you are.
Her 1987 album Canciones de mi Padre went platinum, although it only reached number 42 on the pop charts.
Player one. Exactly.
Videotape of the destruction of the Challenger, one of these vehicles, aired repeatedly on January 28, 1986.
Player one.
Yes, indeed.
Little was found in 1986 when Geraldo Rivera opened a vault linked to this crime boss on live TV.
Player one.
You're correct.
The whole world was watching the protests at the 1968 Democratic Convention in this Illinois city.
Player one.
Definitely.
Answer: a video daily double.
Player one, please make your wager.
TV cameramen were just 20 feet away when the man seen here was shot by this man.
We have strong circumstantial evidence linking the perpetrators of this latest atrocity.
Player one. You're a gambler, player one, but you're right. Way to go.
ABC sportscaster Jim McKay won an Emmy for his coverage of the Olympic terrorism in this German city in 1972.
Player one. Exactly.
In 1969, in his pre-Phantom days, he played Cornelius Hackle in the film version of Hello, Dolly.
Player one. Right you are.
Martin Scorsese played Van Gogh in a segment of this Japanese director's Dreams.
Player two. Yes. Player two, you choose.
I'd like TV and film. For 600, please, Alex.
Captain Marvel's looks were based on this movie star's. This was way before his My Three Sons days.
Player one.
Right you are. Player one, your turn.
He played U.S. Marine Gomer Pyle.
Player one.
Exactly.
And the final answer of the round. Answer: the daily double.
Player one, please make your wager.
Woody Allen and Mia Farrow's own relationship fell apart during the making of this film about marital breakups.
Player 1. You're a gambler, Player 1, but you're right. Way to go.
That brings us to the end of the Double Jeopardy round. So let's take a quick look at the scores.
Player 1, you've got the lead going into Final Jeopardy. You're still in the thick of it, Player 3. You're still in contention, Player 2.
All right, now it's time for Final Jeopardy. I'll show you the category and give you a few seconds to think about your wager.
Here's the Final Jeopardy category. Flowers.
Player 2, your wager, please. Player 3, could we have your wager, please? Player 1, please make your wager. Player 2?
Player 3.
In 1997, two Dutch growers unveiled blackjack, the darkest species of this flower ever developed.
Player 1? All right, let's see if anyone came up with the right question.
Player 2, your question. That's it. Right, well done. And your wager was? Player 3, your question. Sorry, that's wrong. How much did it cost you? Player 1, your question. That's right. And your wager was?
And that's all for the Tournament of Champions game. Let's see how everyone did. Congratulations to our winner, Player 1. See you again on our next game of Jeopardy. Bye, everybody.
Hi, folks. I'm